The prices of flagship robot vacuums is getting out of control. Most of them are sitting between $1,000 and $1,500, and while some of them are pushing the boundaries of cutting-edge tech, some can even run over $2,500. So what if I told you that these guys who make these incredible products that you've already used before made a flagship robot vacuum that costs way less, but does everything that you need to, and more? What's up everybody, this is Danny, and today I've partnered with Shark to show you the Shark PowerDetect 2-in-1 robot vacuum and mop with Never Touch Pro base. Believe it or not, this is my first Shark robot vacuum ever, and it makes total sense because they make some of the coolest cordless vacuums out there, so I was excited to try this one. I can always get behind companies that are making products this feature-packed at a more affordable price, so if you're in the market for a robot vacuum, then hit the links down below and check current pricing because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Plus, you never know when these things will go on sale, and that's the best time to pick one up. I'm going to show you the unboxing experience and what it's like. There are a few things that I appreciate. You get an extra mop pad on top of the one that is already installed on the vacuum, so that's nice. You also get an extra side brush so you can replace that one later, which is also a sweet bonus. But also on top of that, you get a bottle of the mopping solution as well, so you can try it. I think many will appreciate everything that's included in the box. Shark could have skimped out here, but they didn't, so thumbs up for that. I'm going to approach this video a little bit different because I know you've already seen a ton of robot vacuums, but what makes the Shark PowerDetect Never Touch Pro stand out? First, I'm going to start with the feature that just makes sense, and that is the auto-emptying dustbin. Yes, I said bin because it's not a bag. It's completely bagless. No more ordering bags and spending extra money. Just empty it and place it back in. A lot of people don't even think about the extra cost of dust bags over time, so I think Shark is onto something here. One of the features that carried over from some of their cordless vacuums that I love is this odor neutralizer cartridge, and it pops right onto the base station, so it will always smell nice and fresh around your vacuum. And you can dial in the right amount of neutralizer you want by turning it, so every time it auto empties, you will smell it, or when you empty the dustbin. I think this is really clever, and of course one comes included in the box for you to try, and it can last up to 6 months, which is wild, and you can replace them if you like it after that. And I also love the fact that there's a HEPA filter on the side of the base station, and also more filters inside to make sure that no smells, bacteria, or dust escape the base station. And these are washable too, so this is thoughtful. There are clean and dirty water tanks up at the top, and I love that they are clear so you can see right through, but that is for a good reason. When you place them back into the base, you can clearly see how much clean water you have and how full the dirty water tank is. This is so practical, and I'm surprised I haven't seen this design touch on any other robot vacuum before. It just makes so much sense. So let's jump into what matters the most, and that is the cleaning. The Shark PowerDetect Never Touch Pro is a vacuum and mop combo, so it does both and it can do them at the same time. But there are some features that definitely stand out when it comes to cleaning called Never Miss technology, so here are some real-world examples. If you have carpet and hard flooring at the same time, Floor Detect will figure out what floor type it is, and it will lift up the chassis to clear obstacles or thresholds. It can also detach this mop and vacuum the carpet first, so it can avoid getting the carpet wet, so you don't have to worry, just let it do its thing. And then after it's done vacuuming, it will go back to the dock, attach its mop pads, and then go back and mop the hard surface flooring. This vacuum has another feature that I've never seen before that is called Edge Detect. There is a little port here on the side that blows air into the corners to move that dirt into the path of the vacuum, and I found this to be a clever way to clean the corners without a mechanical extending brush. The next feature is called Dirt Detect, where the vacuum can sense a dirtier area and ramp up the suction to pick up everything. The suction power and dirt pickup is right in line with other flagship vacuums that I've tested when it comes to the rug in my living room. With my kids home now for the summer, the Shark PowerDetect Never Touch Pro is going to be working overtime, and you can see that it picked up all of the chunky cereal and crumbs up from the living room in one run, which is impressive. Here is a test of what the vacuum performance is like on hard flooring. I have lots of tile on the first floor, so you can see that there's no issue whatsoever. The mop is flat, which I prefer to the spinning mops. I find them to perform better since they don't smear the mess as much. And the sonic mopping tech can scrub the floors up to 100 times per minute, so it can get a mess that has been dried on like mud footprints, paw prints, or food stains, so I found the mop to perform well. It has a very interesting spinning mop pattern when it detects heavier messes like this one. I'm assuming this is done to get the best scrub possible, but I only saw this when the vacuum detects heavily soiled areas. So most of the time when you see it mop, it will be in a straight pattern like this. So I love how it can adapt depending on the mess that it comes across. It extends the mop and pad up to 1 inch to get as close as it can to the edge, so overall I don't think you'll be disappointed with the cleaning capabilities of the Shark PowerDetect Never Touch Pro. To round out the cleaning experience is the software, and the Shark Clean app is very easy to use. The setup process is simple. The app will give you step-by-step instructions on how to get it connected to your home Wi-Fi. Now, I absolutely love the whimsical names that you can pick for your vacuum. Of course, you can name it whatever you want, but these names are amazing. But I absolutely had to go with Clean Latifah. It only takes a few minutes to make an initial map of your home, so let it do its thing. And it did get my open downstairs layout on the first try. The only thing I had to do is combine the portions that I wanted for easier labeling, and then I was ready to go. There is also a carpet detect run that triggered right afterwards, and you can see that it detected my large rug in the living room, and that is noted there on the map after the run. You can also set up no-go zones if you want. I always have one set right underneath my bar stool since it's so tight there, so I'm glad to see that no-go zones is in the app. You can clean individual rooms if you want, or just clean the ones that you want for that time being. Like here, I can pick the entryway and the kitchen if my kids make a mess there, or I can spot clean a specific area if I want to, like here. I do like that after a full clean, the app gives you a full breakdown of what areas were clean and what technologies were used to complete that clean, which is a nice touch. As you can see, the app is really clean and easy to use. There isn't a whole bunch of stuff on there to confuse you. Just hit clean and let it do its thing, and that's really how the Shark PowerDetect NeverTouch Pro was designed to be. Shark states that you can leave this system alone for 30 days, including the water tank, without maintenance, so that is impressive. The auto emptying bin is good up to 60 days even, so the goal is to just let it clean and not worry about it. But when you need to do maintenance on the Shark PowerDetect NeverTouch Pro, it's really simple. The dustbin and water reserve tank is in one piece, so you can clean the double filtered canister like this, just in case that you were wondering. The roller brush is removable just in case you want to maintain this as well. This is what it looks like after a few weeks, so it's been doing a great job so far in terms of debris getting stuck in there. And if you need to remove the mop, this is also very easy. It's Velcro and you can just slide it right off. I would love Shark to add a few more customizations in the app for control of hard surface flooring and the cleaning experience in general, but they are adding new features as time goes on, like scheduling, as you can see here, so I'm sure they're going to take customer feedback seriously and keep expanding on the app. But for the non-techie person that just wants the vacuum to work, I think you'll find the app very easy to use. The Shark PowerDetect NeverTouch Pro right now is priced at $699 on the Shark website, and that is less than half of what other manufacturers are charging right now for flagship vacuums. But make sure you check current pricing, because you never know what it'll be priced like when you watch this video. Now, there are some differences when you pay more, like hot water mop washing and hot air drying, camera-based obstacle avoidance and AI object recognition, a front light for nighttime cleaning, and there could be more customization features on the app. But let's be real, is that really worth $700 to $800 more? You could buy two of these vacuums for the price of one competitor's flagship robot vacuum. So let me know, what do you think about the Shark PowerDetect NeverTouch Pro? Is this well-priced vacuum the one that you've been looking for in your house? I think it has some solid features and design touches that I've never seen on other vacuums before, and at this price I think it's a no-brainer from a trusted brand like Shark. So let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.